Let's be honest. Cats are emotional masterminds wrapped in fur. One minute they're purring angels. The next minute they're staring into the corner, like they just saw a ghost, and you start wondering if your house is haunted. For all their mysterious, slightly chaotic energy, cats do love us. They just show it in the most cryptic, passive-aggressive ways imaginable. Unlike dogs, who'll sprint across the room to smother you with affection, cats are more like, I might love you, but you'll have to earn it. Also, don't touch me right now. And that's exactly why they're fascinating. Every blink, bump, meow, and awkward sit on your laptop means something. You just have to learn the language. So let's decode it. Here are 7 ways your cat says, I love you, that you've probably been missing all along. 1. The slow blink. The cat kiss. You know that thing where your cat locks eyes with you, blinks slowly, and then looks away? That's not indifference. That's affection. Feline style. In the cat world, closing your eyes in someone's presence is the ultimate act of vulnerability. Remember, cats live in a constant state of alertness. They're both predators and potential prey. Every flick of their ear, every twitch of their tail is about survival. So when they choose to relax enough to close their eyes around you, even for a heartbeat, it's their way of saying, I feel completely safe here. That's not just comfort. That's trust at its highest level. That slow, lazy blink is basically the cat equivalent of whispering, I love you, but I'm too emotionally evolved to say it out loud. It's not dramatic, it's not loud, it's quiet confidence. That's how cats operate. Their love is understated, like a secret handshake you only get if you've earned it. Try blinking back, slowly, calmly. Don't rush it. You're not winking, you're speaking fluent cat. If they blink back at you, congratulations. You've just exchanged what scientists call the cat smile. It's a mutual acknowledgement of trust, a tiny emotional bridge between 2 very different species. And yes, it actually releases oxytocin, the same bonding hormone humans get from hugging or holding hands. What's even more beautiful is that this isn't something cats do with just anyone. They reserve it for the people they genuinely trust, the ones who feed them, protect them, and respect their weird personal space rules. That little blink is your cat saying, you're my person. You're part of my pride. So the next time your cat gives you that dreamy, half-closed eye look from across the room, don't mistake it for boredom. That's not your cat ignoring you. That's their version of an I love you. It's soft, it's subtle, and it's probably the most cat-like way to say it. Full of affection, quiet judgment, and maybe followed by a hairball just to keep the balance of the universe. 2. The headbutt. I'm claiming you. When your cat bumps their forehead against you, it's not random violence. It's actually one of the most affectionate gestures they have. Cats have scent glands on their cheeks and forehead. When they headbutt you, or bunt, as behaviorists call it, they're marking you with their scent. You become part of their inner circle, their tribe, their chosen one. In other words, this human, mine. It's both cute and slightly possessive. Cats don't really do casual relationships. When they headbutt, they mean it. You're now officially claimed property. You'll notice they do this to furniture too. That's them spreading their scent to make the environment feel safe. So when your cat headbutts you, that's trust at its highest level. They're saying, you belong here. You're my people. Of course, it can also happen at the worst times. Like when you're drinking water and suddenly get a forehead smash, but hey, love hurts sometimes. 3. The I'll sit on you now move. Every cat owner knows this one. You're trying to work, and suddenly there's a 12-pound furball sitting on your keyboard, deleting half your spreadsheet. But here's what's really going on. Cats show love through proximity. When they sit on you, or even near you, it's not just about comfort. It's about connection, your body warmth, your scent, your heartbeat. All of it calms them down. For cats, closeness equals safety. When they were kittens, they slept in piles with their litter mates, feeling the rhythm of purrs and heartbeats all around them. You're their adult-sized litter mate now. Lucky you. Sure, it's annoying when they crush your ribcage during Netflix or park themselves on your laptop mid-email, but to them, it's affection. They're saying, I trust you enough to fall asleep on your vital organs. And here's a fun fact. Cats are territorial about where they nap. If they choose you as a napping spot, that's basically an honorary knighthood in cat society. 4. The tail talk. Love in motion. Cats don't wag their tails like dogs, but they do communicate with them constantly. You just have to learn how to read it. When a cat's tail is straight up with a slight curve at the top, almost like a question mark, that's the feline version of a smile. It means they're happy to see you. That little hook, pure affection. If they wrap their tail around your leg or another cat, that's basically a hug. It's a gentle, tactile way of saying, you're mine, but in a loving way. Now, if the tail's puffed out like a bottle brush, that's not love. That's your cat saying, I'm either terrified or about to summon ancient demons. So maybe give them space. But that upright, softly waving tail when they walk towards you, that's their way of greeting you like an old friend. Cats in colonies use that exact body language to approach each other peacefully. When your cat does it to you, it means they think you're part of the family and not the annoying cousin. 5. The gifts, aka, you're a terrible hunter, so I helped. Let's address the nightmare scenario. You wake up to find a dead lizard, a half-eaten mouse, or something unidentifiable on your doorstep. Gross? Yes. Disturbing? Definitely. But believe it or not, that's one of the purest expressions of feline love. In the wild, cats teach their young to hunt by bringing them training prey. Sometimes alive, sometimes not so much. When your cat brings you a gift, they're treating you like family. They think you're a helpless kitten who can't hunt, and they're providing for you. It's twistedly adorable, right? They're risking life, paw, and whisker to bring you the finest expired squirrel in town. So instead of screaming and tossing it away, maybe give them a little appreciation. In their mind, they're showing gratitude, loyalty, and generosity. They're saying, you feed me kibble, I bring you whatever this used to be. Love comes in many forms. Some people get roses, cat owners get rodents. It's still love. 6. The grooming ritual. You're one of us now. Ever had your cat lick your hair, your hand, or your face? First, you. Second, congrats. That's affection. In cat society, mutual grooming is a big deal. It's how they bond, reduce stress, and maintain their group scent. When your cat grooms you, it's their way of saying, you're part of my pride. They're literally trying to make you smell more like them, which to them is the highest compliment. They're merging your scent with theirs, creating a shared identity. In the wild, cats do this only with those they fully trust. It's also a sign of protectiveness. A cat that licks you isn't just being cute. They're reinforcing the emotional connection. Some even try to fix your hair, licking your scalp like a disapproving salon stylist. And yeah, the sandpaper tongue hurts. But imagine how much trust it takes for a small predator to lean in that close to your face and start grooming. That's not casual affection, that's genuine love. Just maybe don't lick them back. Boundaries matter. 7. The I follow you everywhere. Shadow game. Ever notice how your cat suddenly becomes your furry little stalker? You go to the kitchen, they're there. You head to the bathroom, they wait outside the door like a tiny bodyguard. You sit down to relax, somehow they're behind you, judging your life choices. That's not random, that's devotion. Cats follow the people they love because your presence makes them feel secure. They like being near your scent, your energy, your voice. You're their moving comfort zone. It's easy to misinterpret it as neediness, but really, it's companionship. In their quiet, aloof way, they're saying, I don't always show it, but I feel better when you're around. This is also why cats often appear out of nowhere when you're upset. They sense emotion through tone and body language. When they curl up beside you during a bad day, that's empathy, silent but powerful. Cats don't comfort with words. They comfort by existing beside you, warm and steady. And if that's not love, nothing is. Okay, we said 7 ways. But let's be honest, we can't skip the purr. Purring is complex. Cats purr when they're happy, yes, but also when they're nervous or healing. Scientists think purring at specific frequencies can help regenerate tissue and calm their own anxiety. But here's the romantic part. Domestic cats rarely purr loudly when they're alone. They do it around humans and other cats they trust. It's their way of creating an emotional connection. It's like them saying, I feel safe enough to let my guard down completely. And sometimes they even change the tone of their purr when they want attention. A subtle purr cry that mimics a baby's whimper. That's emotional manipulation, yes, but also genius. So next time your cat curls up on your chest, purring like a tiny motorboat, know that you're hearing something primal. The sound of love wrapped in fur and mystery. Okay, here's the weirdest part. Cats are probably more affectionate than dogs. They just hide it behind 5,000 years of emotional baggage. See, cats were domesticated differently. Dogs evolved as pack hunters. Their survival depended on cooperation, communication, and frankly, being lovable. Cats? They domesticated themselves. They started hanging around humans because of the free food and decided to stay, but on their own terms. That independence shaped their love language. They don't throw themselves at you because they don't need you to survive. When they choose to be affectionate, it's a genuine choice, not instinct. That makes it rare and real. Their love isn't loud, it's layered. You'll see it in the quiet blink, the head bump, the gentle tail curl. You just have to slow down and notice. Owning a cat teaches patience. You can't demand affection, you have to earn it. And once you do, you realize something. Cats aren't cold, they're just cautious. They remember kindness, tone, rhythm. If you talk softly, feed them consistently, respect their space, they'll slowly start to orbit closer and closer until one day you wake up and realize you're the chosen human. The reward isn't grand gestures, it's trust. When they curl up next to you instead of across the room, when they expose their belly even if it's a trap, when they greet you at the door with that chirpy little meow. That's real emotional intimacy. And unlike most humans, cats never fake affection. They can't. If your cat loves you, it's because they chose to. So, now that you can finally read your cat's secret signals, you'll start to notice them everywhere. The blink, the bump, the tail, the purr. Every move says something. Your cat may not bring you flowers or say I love you out loud, but they show it in the quiet ways that matter. Trust, closeness, loyalty, comfort. Honestly, that's the purest kind of love. One that doesn't need words. If this helped you understand your furry little mystery even a bit better, hit like. It helps more than you think. Subscribe for more videos that decode the weird, wonderful minds of animals. And let me know in the comments, what's the strangest way your cat shows affection? Because somewhere out there, your cat is probably watching this video with you, silently judging and thinking, finally, they're learning.